Oh, we're back and we are talking lobsters today. So thanks for joining us. I'm bringing in my good buddy Justin Botrell, who just had a phenomenal weekend. We set a bunch of records. It was incredible. So we're going to bring Justin on the show in just a minute. We just got to do a tiny bit of business. This is Promar Ahi. Or excuse me, this is Opsin Fluorocarbon Monday. We always talk about Opsin Fluorocarbon. We'll revisit Opsin in a little bit, a little later in the show, but you make sure you have some Opsin. If you absolutely have to get a bite, you absolutely have to have some Opsin Fluorocarbon. So we'll talk about them a little bit later on in the show. But gang, I'm trying to load a video while we're talking because I just got back from the craziest thing you've ever heard of. I just fished the Bisbees Thursday and Friday with my good buddy Kevin Cubby Paul on his boat, just hanging out with him for a couple days, driving around the ocean. Then the minute I got in, one of my good friends asked me if I would fly up to Tijuana and drive his car down for him. So we jumped on an airplane early on Saturday morning, flew up to Tijuana, jumped out of the airplane, jumped right into a truck and drove the truck all the way down here to Cabo. Got home last night at 10 o'clock at night. So it's been kind of crazy. We've been going full speed. Just drove a truck 900 miles down here. It was crazy. It was crazy the beautiful drive. We saw all kinds of really cool stuff. I got to shoot some pretty cool video. We saw a lot of cool stuff. The tournament was insane. 203 boats in the black and blue, 2 fish caught for 203 boats. Crazy. But they were big money fish, millions of dollars. I know my buddy Evan got a 3.5 or 5, somewhere between 3.5 and 5 million. I haven't looked. I've been going 100 miles an hour and I slept in today because of all that driving and everything. So I'm just trying to catch up. Marley's right here. He just got out of the shower, taking a shower with Dad, and we're ready to go with the great show today. With we're going to bring in my good buddy Justin. I don't know if you watched the podcast on Wednesday night, I believe it was, but Justin went live for 3 hours fishing lobsters in Long Beach, LA Harbor. Listen to this, gang. This will blow your mind. 10,000 watchable minutes. He put together 10,000 watchable minutes on that podcast on Wednesday night, I think it was. Let's see. Or Thursday night. Let's see. Let's bring Justin in here. What night was that?
That was Thursday.
Thursday night. That's right. I was in the middle of the tournament and I still watched it for the whole 3 hours. It was absolutely incredible. Talk about that for a little bit and then talk about the cool thing you got going on this week. Gang, this is insane. Justin's doing something never been done before. He's going to run an open party trip for people that are watching this show. And only if you book right now on the show. We'll talk about it here a little bit, but talk about the other night, the podcast, what was going on out there. How bitching was that? Were you amazed at all the people watching?
I know there's so many people watching, and it was for just over 3 hours, and people stayed with it the whole entire time. It was amazing. We have to do this more often.
There's news networks that don't get that many views a month.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. There was hundreds of people watching, or thousands of people. It was unreal. And I was interacting with everyone as well. Some people were asking, are we still live? And I told them, of course we are. We're still live. We're right here. But just because it was going on for so long. But yeah, how fun was that? Catching lobsters. And everyone got to see exactly what we do while we're out there. We catch lobsters in some nets and catch nothing in others. But you get to see it, the real thing live.
Yeah, no editing. That was what the cool thing was, for people to see exactly how you do it. Yeah. You know, we didn't show you where because that's not fair to the members that are paying money to learn the spots. But you pretty much showed them everything else they need to be successful when they go hooping, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, showed also how I get everyone involved. So I have them pull the nets. I have them measure the lobsters. I do double check and triple check. And I showed on the video also some that were clickers. Those are not keepers. So, and then shorts, we had big ones, we had small ones. And then right before the show, also we caught a thresher shark. Well, we hooked a thresher shark, and it broke off. That would have been cool, but that was during the daytime. Yeah, we showed exactly what I do, how I back down on some of them, and I'm not perfect. So you'll see when I'm backing down on some, I miss it, so I have to reposition the boat and back down on it again. And then you'll also see where we went shallow. And when we were shallow, the ropes, when I had them at 30 feet and we're only at 10 feet, you saw my rope stretched across the water, and you saw how I reacted to that, so I didn't get prop fouled.
Hey, you better not call it rope, though, because, we got a bunch of keyboard warriors on here. It's line.
Line.
So
rope line.
so silly.
You can see exactly how we do it, and it was really cool. Really, really cool.
What I liked about it was as you were doing it, you were explaining to everybody what you were doing. So
yeah, we caught stingrays, we caught sculpin, and we caught snails.
Yeah, and you broke it all down and you explained everything that was going on and what was happening. And oh my God, it was just so fun. For me, it was better than watching any sporting event. I was just totally mesmerized by the whole thing. And I think most people were. Like, I am super proud of what you did because
Thanks.
I get to track all the analytics. And Elliot sent me something right away. He's all, look at this. I'm all, what? He's all, 10,000 watched minutes. Gang, that's
easy.
That's an incredible number. That is just an incredible number, Justin. That is just insane. So I believe in my heart we are on to something here.
Yeah.
We are on to something. And Justin and I were talking last night when I was driving that car back from Tijuana down to Cabo. We want to do something special for everybody that watches our show every day. So you all know what fuel cost. You already all know that. But listen, and Justin needs to get, just like you when you go to work, Justin needs to make some money.
Yeah.
Everything costs money. The bait costs money. The fuel costs money. The chance of something breaking on the boat. Everything costs money. You have to put money in a fund for your motors too, because your motors need maintenance. But what he wants to do for all of you that are watching, he's not asking to make a house payment off of this trip. But Thursday night, we both looked at the weather. The moon's going to finally start to get smaller. Right now, it's about as big as it can be. It's glowing daytime out there. But on Thursday, talk about what you're offering.
So November 2nd, this coming Thursday, I'm going to do a local trip out of Long Beach, LA Harbor. And I'd like to take 4 of you out there. I need 4 to go. And instead of $175, what I normally charge, I'm going to do it for $150.
But you have to book on the show today. You have to do it now. We have to get 4 of you. Gang, see the number right there in the left-hand corner? That's Justin's phone number. Text him right now. Gang, if you watched what happened the other night, like just...
My phone blew up after that. After we did it on the show, it was wild. I booked it right away. Got booked extremely fast. Yeah.
Oh, I know. And now you got a big yacht that just booked you for 3 days. I mean, things are happening. We understand. But gang, text him right now. Text him. You don't have to get off the show. You don't have to stop watching, but text Justin and get in on this. $150, go hoop netting in Long Beach Harbor on Justin's boat. You'll be home in time to go to work on Friday. You're not going to be out there late. You get in around 10, depending on the lobster fishing, right? You're not going to keep them out there all night. And you're going to get here. I want to show that video loaded here. Look at this.
Dump it and chuck it.
I knew this was the lucky one.
Look at that, gang. Don't you want to be a part of that? How cool would it be to be serving up lobsters for Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
But you got to get in on it now. Only 4 people are going to get to go. $150. You can't even fill up your truck for $150 right now with the price of gas. Yeah. Justin's basically going to do this one. that other $25 that he gets from the 4 people, that pretty much is what he gets to take home and have dinner with. So he's pretty much doing this one for cost. But you want to get back out there. You want to make some more cool videos. You want to go catch lobsters so you guys have lobsters for Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah, definitely. And everyone that watched that show last week, that was pretty cool. Thank you for watching. And if you want to be involved with it, come out on Thursday with me.
And we're going to go live again, right? We're going to do it live while they're out there fishing. So the really cool thing about this, gang, is there's so many posers out there that post videos and they have to edit for hours and hours and hours to show you them catching a lobster. If they really got honest with you, they're not pulling up hoops like Justin live. It's hard to manipulate it live when you see him throw the hoop net in the water and you see him drive around and then pull back to that hoop net 25, 30 minutes later and pull it up and there's lobsters in it. There's no magic to this. This is live. And we're catching lobsters, we're catching people, we're catching what all
we were live throughout every single second of what I was doing, which is really cool because I know everyone had to look at my ugly mug half the time, but it's really boring if I aim the camera down at the deck and you see everyone just sitting there waiting. You know, that's what happens. Or they're drinking a beer, they're drinking something, or they're just standing there waiting until we get to the next rope. No one really wants to watch everyone just standing there in the boat driving around. So, but you got to see exactly what we do while we're out there. And I interact with everybody. I let them know what we're doing. I teach them. Before we went live, everyone that was on the boat was brand new to lobster hooping. On the show, it made it look super easy, like they knew what they were doing, because right before we went live, I did a run through first. I marked my spot, and then I backed down to every single net in deeper water in case we did get prop fouled because they didn't know what they were doing. And I showed them exactly what to do, and everyone caught on super fast. So when we went live, it looked really good. Really, really good. So this Thursday, I'll do the same exact thing with everyone. After I take you out, you'll be a pro.
Oh, thank you, Devo. Yeah, he did a phenomenal job. Throughout the whole podcast, you were explaining, which was crazy. Listen, gang, it was kind of windy in the harbor. He had 10 hoop nets in the water. He had 3 people on the boat that had never done it before. Plus, he had, I think, 170 people at one time was the highest number, but he had people the whole time texting in questions, and you were answering all the questions. Gang, there's nothing has ever been like this in the industry. Devo, you've been in the industry as long as I have. There's never been anything like this, gang. We don't play hide the ball. We don't have a lot of editing. I don't have a lot of big giant words that I use that don't make sense. Our website is exactly as raw as this podcast. It's exactly as raw as my videos. I put up 3 brand new videos every day. I can't do it without Justin out there helping me make these cool videos, because I have 3 brand new videos every day, Monday through Sunday, that we put out. That's a phenomenal amount of content. We've been doing that for 3 years. Once in a while, you see a video that you already saw, but we're only putting up the ones that you've already seen that have gotten millions of views. The funny one that's up right now is filleting that striped marlin. In a day, the thing has 140,000 views. It has a whole bunch of comments. But Justin, we just put up a cool video of Amanda pulling a hoop net. That thing's going bananas across all 4 social media platforms. It's absolutely going bananas. But then nothing compares to the live show. We've never seen numbers like that ever. It's incredible.
There's nothing out there like it. Nothing at all. It's just raw, uncut video.
Like I tried to tell everybody, if you could share it, gang, you don't have any idea how many of your friends would love to see live lobsters being caught inside of LA Long Beach Harbor. The really cool thing about fishing in there, Justin, is Even people that get seasick can do it because there's no rocking, there's no rolling.
Yeah.
There's no big swell. It's an easy night. And Justin's super cool. If somebody has a problem on the boat, he can leave the nets in the water, run back, drop you off on the dock. If you want to take your children or your daughter or your wife or your husband that's never gone, that's afraid they're going to get sick, you can go fishing with Justin. And if things aren't happening, if you're not feeling good, he can run you back to the dock. You can hang out in the car and go get something to eat or something, and then pick up your husband or your wife 2 hours later with a big bag of lobsters. It's just something I think everybody needs an opportunity to see or go out and do it once, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I would. And then, so not this live show that I just did on Thursday, but the one prior to that I did. So everyone knows the live show I did last Thursday was on Dave's account. It was on his Facebook, his everything, his Instagram. I think it went on YouTube as well.
Yep.
So the one I did the week before, which was on mine by accident, that was. Did you see the kids that were on there? They were having a blast. The 2 little girls. So when you bring out your kids, they're going to have a blast. I guarantee it. I don't know a single kid that doesn't like pulling up hoop nets full of lobsters or crabs or stingrays or fish or eels or octopus. It's so much fun.
Yeah, they get to see all the stuff that they only got to read about.
Yeah.
And they got to read about it in a classroom that the teacher has an agenda. But if you go out with Justin, they're going to get to see all the cool stuff they've heard about and read about in the books. They're going to get to see you. The thing I love most about hoop netting is you don't know what's going to come up in the net.
Yeah.
We always want a lobster, that's for sure. But you were pulling up nets that were just loaded with crabs.
Yeah.
Like you and I both were laughing. We couldn't believe the amount of crabs. Where did these things come from? We've caught crabs for years in the harbor, but we've never caught crabs like what you're catching right now. Something shifted, something changed.
With like 30 something crabs. I have to look at my numbers, but yeah, 30 something crabs. That was pretty crazy.
And they're big rock crabs, gang. They're not stone crabs. They're these guys right here, these big rock crabs. The shell on the claws is very thick, but the meat in the claws is super sweet. And I don't know, one of those nets, it looked like it had 10 or 12 of them in there, and every single one of them was legal, right?
Yeah, or more. Some of them even had more than that in there. Which
crazy.
Did you see that first net we pulled, the very first one of the night? The very first net of the night. 2 legal lobsters.
I was tired. I just got done doing the Biz Bees. I know the whole thing was incredible. I watched every minute of it. It was better than watching kneel down sports.
Yeah, the first net we pulled had 2 keeper lobsters.
Oh, beautiful. Did it have crabs too?
No, it was just 2 keeper lobsters.
What a great way to start the night.
I know. And then we were aiming for that big lobster, 8 to 10 pounds the whole night. And let me tell you, it paid off because towards the end, we got one. We got a big, huge lobster. Really
I know. And that's 2 nights. We've done the live show 2 nights, and both nights you've caught giant lobsters.
Yeah.
The first night, it was incredible. You had, I don't know, 10 over 3 pounds.
Yeah. And then we had some, over 4 or 5 pounds. We had 1 10-pounder.
It was so fun to watch. I am addicted. I can't wait for you to go back out again. I wish people understood how bitching it was, because you should be out there every night.
Yeah.
Think about how much it costs to take a family to Disneyland. I think a ticket to Disneyland right now is like $500 per person or something. It's ridiculous. And at the end of the day, you come home with nothing to eat.
Got 3 spots.
What?
3 spots left. Got 1 person in.
There you go, gang. This is going to fill up.
Yeah.
If you're sitting on the fence thinking about this, listen to me. The weather is beautiful Thursday night. Justin's going to leave the harbor. What time do you leave? About 4:30, 5 o'clock?
No. I like to leave. If everyone's new at hooping, maybe 3:30, because I want to show everyone exactly what to do. If we have to leave at 4, we'll leave at 4.
Okay. All right. But you're going to be back in time for us all to go to work the next day, right?
2 more spots left.
Uh-oh. Gang, I'm telling you, you're going to be, and also, you know what's going to be cool? You're going to be on the live show. You're going to be on the live show. Your friends, your family, everybody's going to get to watch you. That's what I think is so cool. People talk about this all the time, Justin. Hey, I'm going fishing Thursday. And we all wait until Friday when you get back from fishing. And then we have to hear your story.
Yeah.
You can't, there's no BS in us.
Nope.
You're going to be on the boat pulling the hoops. We're going to get to see if you can pull them. We're going to get to see if you're successful. We're going to get to see if Justin's a good captain. Everything's going to be exposed, gang. There's no hiding behind the live feed. And you're going to be.
We're not making anything up. There's no making anything up. It's the real, uncut, straight to the point. This is how we do it.
And I think the best part of it, Justin, is that you can tell your friends and family to watch because we're live on YouTube and we're live on Facebook. And I know a lot of people are scared. I ain't going on Facebook. But you got an Instagram account. So you're already on Facebook, you booger eater. But you're like, oh, I'm scared of Facebook. I don't know about it. It's the largest social media platform in the world. Every other platform wishes it was Facebook. But I understand that there's some of you that are afraid. So we do it live on YouTube also, so you don't have to be scared. You can go on YouTube and watch it.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool to watch.
Yeah.
This.
Sorry, I've been on and off my phone. People are asking me.
That's why we're doing the show, buddy. I want you to answer the questions. Gang, there's nobody else. There's nobody else that does this for you. There's nobody else out there doing this. This format, the whole thing, the podcast, everything, it's so different than anything else out there, right, Justin?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I know you're answering questions. So go ahead and answer the people, and I'll just do the Dave Hansen where I just talk to myself for a little bit.
No, I'm sorry. I just like to answer what everyone's asking right away. So
yeah, no, that's how we do it on the website too, gang. You can ask
Justin.
Justin.
I was doing it as well. As soon as people,
you can ask Justin, Sonny, Pablo, or myself any questions. Those guys are right there to answer your questions. We're not worried. Oh, you didn't pay us a bunch of money.
Yeah.
We're just trying to help everybody to go fishing, because if we leave it up to the government, they're going to shut this whole thing down, gang.
Yeah.
So I have in my heart, I think I have a responsibility to the industry to keep this thing going. These podcasts, the reality of it, the realness, the rawness is the part that's missing. Because if you follow along on social media, all the fish are gone, all the lobsters are gone, it's the end of the world, which is the farthest thing from the truth. And I know a lot of you only like to catch big giant bluefin, but at the end of the day, there's nothing like eating a nice lobster, like eating this, Mike Lewis. Check this out. I got to show a video here Mike made for me. Just watch this for just a second. I just want you to see this. Where is it? Right here. Check this out. Popcorn lobster legs. My buddy Mike Lewis made this video for us to show you how incredibly good these popcorn lobster legs are. If you want to see the whole video, go to my website, yoursaltwaterguide.com, if you want to see the whole thing. But here we go. I'll show you the rest on my website. But look at that nice chunk of meat. Came right out of the leg, and it goes right into Mike's mouth. So tasty. Look at that. Oh, blow on it a little bit. Yeah, don't burn your mouth. All right. There you go.
That's actually meat in that thing. Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. A popcorn lobster leg, it's so good. If you've never tried it before, that's another reason to go with Justin. I think he's got 2 spots open. You have to book before the show's over. We got another 40 minutes of the show. You want to book with Justin during the show. $150, gang. I don't know.
Only 4 people.
Yeah.
Only 4.
Only 4, and it's going to fill up before we're done. But real quick, we got to do a little business. Opsin. Justin, do you use this stuff?
Absolutely. 100.
Every time.
You're on me, but check this out. Here's my shipment that came in. Oh, yeah.
Because we're not going to go fishing without it, gang. If you
Nope.
absolutely have to get a bite, you absolutely have to have a piece of Opsin tied to your hook. From your braided line to your hook, something has to be in between there. It has to be Opsin. This is a clear fluorocarbon. It's not colored. Colored fluorocarbon is phenomenal at catching people. Clear fluorocarbon is phenomenal at catching fish. The other really cool part about this is the magnetic spools. So they stick together. You can leave them on the bait tank. They're not going to go flying all over the place. They're going to take up one little area. You just pull it apart. I got 30 pound. I got 35 pound ready to go. I just stick them together. They're ready to go. It's an incredible product, but it's clear. It's a clear fluorocarbon, gang. That's the key. When we started using fluorocarbon, I was like, what's the deal? Why do we want to use fluorocarbon? And they're like, well, it's invisible to the fish. I was like, really? And they're all, yep. And then the other thing is it's abrasive resistant, not like monofilament. Also, it doesn't stretch like monofilament. And I was like, well, why are they making it colored? I've seen green fluorocarbon. I've seen pink. And they're all, well, people like colors. Oh, okay. So there's people out there that aren't really worried about catching a fish. They just want it to look pretty when they tie it to their line. I understand that. Opsin only makes clear fluorocarbon because Opsin wants you to catch fish. Now, I know you have this pink fluorocarbon that you just I have to have the pink fluoro. Well, that's good because, like we said, some people just like colors. They're not real concerned about what they catch. Opsin fluorocarbon. And if you go to this QR code right here and you order up some Opsin right now, or you just go there and you check it out and you look around the website and you see all the different things that Greg and the boys have to offer you over at Opsin fluorocarbon, you're going to save by entering this QR code. You're going to save on the spool of line. You're going to save 20%. And it's going to get you into that contest. And next Monday on the show, we're going to give away the gift of a free spool of fluorocarbon. All you got to do is go to the QR code. Just grab it, load it up on your phone. You don't have to purchase anything. Elliot can follow who you are, and we're going to give away a free spool of line like we do every month just by entering the QR code. And then if you do decide that you're tired of not catching fish and you want some cool fluorocarbon, purchase some and you're going to save 20%. Get the deckhand pack, get whatever. You got to have some fluorocarbon on your boat. There's never a time where you don't want to use fluorocarbon when you're fishing. So check out Opsin. Go to Opsin USA. Those of you that are listening to the podcast driving around, but check it out. So back to fishing for lobsters, Justin.
So someone asked, with gas prices the way they are, how's Justin making money on trips that cheap? It's not trips, plural. It's one trip. It's just this one trip that's going to be that cheap. All the rest, it's going to cost a little bit more.
And let me explain a little bit more why we started doing this back in 2006 when I owned the Liquid Coast Highway. It introduces you to our operation. It introduces you to Justin's operation because you've been watching Justin catch those bluefin. You've been watching him catch calico bass and barracuda and bonita and yellowtail at Catalina. But you've been sitting on the fence. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to fit in with me and my family, the way we act, the way we react. We don't know what boat to go on. Well, this is your opportunity to get on a boat and go do something for a few hours and find out if Justin really is the guy. This is an opportunity. This is a marketing thing for Justin. He's not making any. Gang, when you figure it out, 4 people at $150 a person, he's not making any money. Okay.
No. I rely on tips.
Also, he's also relying on the fact that you went out with your family. You're like, this is cool. Next year, Justin, we're definitely going to charter your boat. There's a million boats out there to charter. We know that.
And a lot of people, what they do is when I do a trip like this, or when they do come out and they pay for the local trip, they'll rebook me within a week or two. I just had someone before the show call me. and they're going to book me in 2 weeks. And they don't even know what they want to go for yet. They just want to book me.
So Ace High asked a question. Do you see it there, Justin?
Any of the bugs before sunset? No, they don't move. They won't move during the day, or during the light.
And even if people do catch them, that's great. Congratulations, you caught one before the sun. We're not going to do that because we put our hoop nets out before the sun goes down. We don't want to start jerking them around because a lobster is a nocturnal animal. They come out at night. And why do they come out at night? Because think about it, gang. Everything wants to eat them. Sea lions want to eat them. Moray eels want to eat them. Octopus want to eat them. Big calico bass want to eat them. Sheephead, sand bass, black sea bass. Everybody wants to eat them.
Did you see really quick, Dave, on the live show? I just thought of this right now. There is so much going on Thursday. I mean, there's everything you could think of that can go on while hooping went on. So did you see when we threw the short one back and the sea lion waiting right there and ate it? Right there next to the boat. Sea lion came up and ate it.
And I've seen that so many times. People go, "Oh, sea lions don't eat them." Well,
yeah,
they do.
On the live show, they did.
Yes, Scott. And at the end of the day, people want to eat them. So, Ace High, I don't think they come out so much in the daytime. I know I've heard people caught them in the daytime and all that stuff. But hey, Max, how are you, buddy? I don't think we want to move our stuff around because we know a half an hour after it gets dark, those little guys are marching right into our hoop nets because they feel safe. Another thing I wanted to talk about is right now, last couple nights, a couple of our members went out and they didn't have they went to our spots. They didn't have extraordinary fishing. Here's the deal. I don't know if you noticed that moon in the sky the last couple nights. It's like a daytime sun. The moon is so big and so bright, and we're fishing so shallow that has to have a tendency to keep them from moving around. So I think that Thursday is going to be epic because the moon's going to be not so bright. It doesn't come up so early. It takes a little. It's going to be, I think, moonrise on Thursday is like 7:45 or 8 o'clock. Well, you already have a couple hours of hooping in anyway. And by the time it's straight up overhead, you'll be back at the dock. So those are going to be a couple of things that are going to help out tremendously. That's another reason why to be on there. And those of you that own a private boat and you're like trying to figure out this lobster thing and you're like, well, Justin charges $1,000 to come out on the boat with me. Pablo charges $1,000. Sonny charges $1,000. You want to go learn? You have your own private boat. Justin has 2 spots left.
Yeah.
You're going to get to go learn for $150. You're going to get to see how he rigs them, how he backs down on them, how he approaches the spots, how he does everything. I think that is an incredible deal, gang. I really do. He wants to get out there. He wants to go do it. You need to get out there.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be insane. I think it's going to be really cool.
Someone put up a spam thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it out of here right now. There we go. Gone.
Yeah, and if you want me to come out, I have some people that book me to come out on their boat as well. I'll come out on your boat and I'll bring the hoop nets and I'll show you. I'll show you exactly how we do it. Because some people want just on their boat. Because when they come on my boat, they don't necessarily see what I'm looking at in the screens, and so on. They're normally used to I stop the boat and throw the nets and we catch lobster, right? Whereas on the live video as well, you guys are seeing a lot on the live video. I'm showing the rocks that I'm going over. I'm showing you when we're throwing the hoop nets out. You can hear me telling them downstairs, throw them. Exactly why, because you'll see the rocks on the screen arch over. And then as soon as we pass it, then I throw them out. So you get to see the entire thing while everyone's downstairs just waiting for me to yell at them, throw it, pull it.
Absolutely, gang. And if you just joined us, we have a bunch of people just joined us. We have a huge audience now. What we're trying to let you all know is Justin's going to do something he doesn't do. He's running an open party trip this Thursday night. We already booked 2 people. We need 2 more people. If he doesn't get 4, it's not because then if he doesn't get 4, it's going to cost him money. If he gets 4, he's going to break even. Yeah. We get 2 more people. The boat's going to go. You got to book now. You got a half an hour to book. If we don't get the 2 more spots filled, we're not going to do it. And 2 people are going to be super bummed. So if you know anybody that wants to do this, share this. If you want lobsters for Thanksgiving, go with Justin. For $150, you can't even fill up your car in California for $150 anymore. You're going to get to go hoop netting with Justin. You're going to get to be on the live feed. All your friends and all your relatives are going to get to watch you. Justin's phone number is right there. Text him right now. Tell him you want to go. You got a buddy that wants to go. 2 of you go. Book it right now. Get it going. Get this done, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You're going to get to watch. You're going to get to do cool stuff like this. Here, I want to show a picture. I want to show a video of some kid. I don't know who he is.
Keep going. There you go. Good job. I see a couple. Ooh, I see quite a few.
You see, I put them all by myself. Good job.
Look at
I see a leopard shark.
You do?
Horn shark.
Oh, so yeah, horn shark.
Let's go!
Watch your toes.
Let's go!
What'd you get?
I caught a shark!
Gang, do you think your children would like to do that? Look at. Did you hear what Ryland said? He said, I pulled it all by myself, and he did. There was no one helping him. He had those bitchin' Promar gloves on. He jerked that thing up there full of... Gang, we can't make this magically happen. We're not going to take 5 big lobsters like that, put it in a net, throw it in the water, and hope all 5 of them are still in there. This is live happening. And he caught a horn shark.
Yeah.
Do you think that he went back to school and told all his friends he caught a shark? Heck yeah. In the videos and the pictures. That's what you can do with your son or your daughter.
Yeah.
Justin's not going to keep you out all night. Your son or your daughter is going to be able to go to school Friday, ask all their friends, did you watch me on YouTube last night? I was out fishing with Justin. Did you see us? It's going to be rad. It's going to be exciting, gang. We need 2 more people. Come on.
It will.
Yeah.
So someone asked, do I provide the lobster card? No, I do not. You have to go and get your own lobster card.
Yeah, we don't work for the Fish and Wildlife. We're not in control of that. We don't get to do that.
What you'll need is when you come out with me, you'll need your fishing license because we may do some fishing, your lobster card, and then whatever you want to eat and drink. I'll provide everything else. I have everything else for you. And if you don't have a fishing rod, I have plenty, a lot of them. So.
And Bill, I do it. Bill just asked, good job keeping the language to a minimum. We don't have any bad language. We don't have any bad language. You can let your children listen to our podcast. This is like, I don't know, my 2000 podcast or something where there's no bad words ever. You can drive around in your car and listen to my podcast with your children in the back. There's never a bad word. And Captain Dave plays a game on his when he comes to town and does seminars. Any child that's in the audience that hears Captain Dave say a bad word, they get free stuff from all my sponsors. So every child listens very carefully. Same thing on the podcast. If you want to listen when you're driving around in your car, you're never going to be bummed. You're never going to go, oh my gosh, I can't believe he just said that in front of my children. I'm all about children. Nothing matters more to me than making sure that the kids get involved. That's why I want you to understand how cool this is. Those of you that are sitting on the fence that have a son or daughter that you want to get them into fishing, bring them on the boat. Justin's boys, they eat this stuff up. They're doing it all the time. They have a ball. They go to school, tell all their friends about it. It's not going to be a bad experience. If you want to get into this and try it, it's a 4-hour, 5-hour trip inside a Long Beach Harbor. It's not rough. It's cool. It's calm. And you're going to get to be on the video live and show all your friends.
Yeah, and I won't go out on a bad day. If it's bad out there, we're not going. But if it's raining, we will go. Guaranteed we'll go if it's raining. And you will have the best time ever. But someone asked when fishing, what pound line, I guess it is, what pound, et cetera, using. Jason, we were using 20 pound the other day, but we hooked a thresher shark. One of the guys on the boat seen a splash and knows a thresher, so we threw a jig on it and it hooked them right away and we broke them off. So Seen them jumping like 3 or 4 times.
So that's another fishery that you're about to tap into. Those of you that want to charter a boat and go catch a thresher, these things are inside the harbor in Long Beach Harbor. You don't know where and you don't know how he does it unless you're a member of our website.
Yeah, and I also tapped into a new way to catch threshers as well, and you'll find that on your saltwater guide. You'll see the video of how I explain I'm catching them, and it's a very, very deadly method.
Nice.
It's pretty good. And so
Brad, I just read your message.
One guy, I think he said he hooked, 4 of them? 4 or 5 of them, I guess. He put a post out there. Yeah. Using that same method, he was blown away. But it's not like anything you've ever seen. It's not trolling mackerel or trolling the, what's that jig with that big old...
Betamatic.
The Betamatic. It's not trolling that. It's a completely different way. It's pretty cool.
Gang, I just had a great message come from Brad. He says him and his 5-year-old listen to Captain Dave every day, and they've never heard Captain Dave say a bad word. That's what I'm trying to tell you, gang. I'm all about the children. I don't want to lose any children. There's a lot of these so-called quote-unquote fishing podcasts out there where the guys just sling nasty words all the time. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand it because we're losing the most important part of our audience. We're losing the children. If we don't keep the children involved, the number one thing they want to do is close down fishing. So we have to make sure that the children understand how fun it is, how cool it is. And if you're slinging bad words out of your mouth the whole time, then you're just, first of all, the children aren't going to be able to listen to the message. Parents aren't going to allow it. And then that's not what fishing is. It's not a bunch of slinging bad words. It's about being out there. I mean, look at the videos with Justin's children and their faces and how excited they are and how happy they are. And when he says, I caught a shark, he means that from the bottom of his heart. He is super excited that he caught a shark.
And
Ryland is a phenomenal fisherman. He's a great content creator. He is such a good content creator. Every time I post his videos, they go bananas.
Yeah, and if you're on the edge about bringing your kids outdoors to come and have a good time out in the water, think of it this way. It's going to be a marine biology experience. I'll teach you about lobsters, all crustaceans, and fish while we're out there.
Yep, it's a no-win. You got 20 minutes, gang, to book this trip. We need 2 people. If we don't get them, we're going to have to cancel the trip. I can't believe we haven't got 2 more. You getting text messages?
Let's see. Not yet. I have those 2. 2 that booked, so I have 2 open right now.
Good afternoon, Brian. Good afternoon, Robert. Hey, gang, come on. We need 2 people. There's got to be 2 people out there that want to go do something fun on Thursday night. And we'll make you famous, I promise. And if you're afraid to be on the show, Justin has those, what do you call those things that cover your face? The buffs.
Yeah.
You can cover your face. No one has to see you. Don't worry. If you want to hide out, you can hide out. We don't have to put your face on there. But those of you that want to be famous or want all your friends to see what a cool fisher person you are, that's going to be an option that's going to be there too. It's going to be a fun night out on the water. Here's what you're going to hate. If you decided, I don't know if I can go or not, and then we get 2 more people and we go, and you're going to be sitting on the sidelines watching from your house going, oh my God, they got a 10-pounder again.
Yeah.
And how do we give those away? What we do is we take all the lobsters that are caught are split up evenly on a trip with 4 people. How do we figure out who gets the big ones? Flip a coin, pick a number out of a hat, whatever. We get everybody together. No one gets the lobsters that are caught. Everybody's a part of this. One of the guys is stacking the rope. One of the guys is gaffing the line. The other guy's pulling the net. Everybody's in a team. So it's not my lobster. It's not your lobster. It's the group's lobster.
Yeah.
If we get 20 and there's 4 people, we split them up. 5. If there's 2 big ones, we We pull a number out of the hat. We put everybody's number in a hat. We pull it out or whatever. You want to flip a coin? You want to fight? If you guys want to fight on the back of the deck, we'll film that too.
I take the light sticks and I put a permanent mark on one of them. And I mix them all up and I have them pull one. Whoever gets the one with the marker on it gets it.
There you go. That's how that's done, gang.
Easy.
It's a cool thing.
Yeah.
And then...
yeah, it could be a great present for someone as well, John.
Well, that's another thing we're going to talk about before the end. It's getting to be holiday season, gang. Justin and I are putting together a phenomenal package. We haven't figured out what the charter is going to be. We know what the membership's going to be. We're going to announce all that on Thanksgiving. Friday after Thanksgiving, we're going to announce we're putting together some phenomenal gift packages for you because everybody's always scrambling. What should I get them for Christmas? You can get them a membership. You can get them a trip with Justin. If you're in San Diego, you can get them a trip with Pablo. We're going to be putting together all kinds of different gift opportunities. We usually launch it right after Thanksgiving because it's going to be hot and ready and people are going to want to go do it. And we fish lobsters until March. What's the last day in March, Justin?
Let's see when the end of lobster season is March 20th.
There you go. So we got plenty of time, but I'm telling you.
Yeah, Dave and I we were talking and there's a lot of cool stuff coming up. A lot of cool stuff we've been coming out with, so.
Yeah, it's only going to enhance the whole your saltwater guide membership, followers, all that stuff. So what do we got to do to get those last two? What do we got to do, gang? Those of you that have already got the two, do you know anybody that you want to bring with you? Does anybody? We got 15 minutes, gang. And then we're going to have to shut this down. And I'm going to be super sad that we weren't able to get 4 people to go fishing. I can't even comprehend that. Can't get 4 people to go on a super cool trip and catch lobsters. It's sad.
Yeah.
Grab Justin's phone number right there. And then you can call him up after the show and ask him how much does it cost. First of all, lobsters are $33 a pound. So your limit could be over $600. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
we were just shy of 3 limits the other day.
Oh, I know. We were all watching. We were hoping. We were waiting and waiting. Come on. We need that 21st lobster to come over the rail. You were so close, but it was so fun to just watch. Really made me want to be out there with you doing it.
All nice size lobsters too. Really nice. They're all a couple pounds and bigger. It was really cool.
Yeah, it was phenomenal. I just love hoop netting. I think it's the funnest thing. Kelly girl, that's her favorite thing to do. Go hoop netting. Go calico bass fishing during the day and go hoop netting at night. It doesn't get much more fun. If you want to try to introduce your friends or family or wife or spouse into this thing, this is your big opportunity, gang. And then if you don't take advantage of this, we're not going to do this again. We're going to be back to the regular price. We're just trying to offer all the people that watch that show. I thought this would be a good time to offer this, but maybe we're too early. Maybe people just don't want lobsters. I don't know.
Yeah. Do you have this picture? I'm going to send it to you. Maybe you can put this up. This was last Thursday.
We'll try to put it up.
Yeah.
If we have time.
This was last Thursday. And also the spots that I go to that you're seeing we're successful on, I put the exact spot on the game plan and I put the report on there as well of where we were. There's no hidden secrets, no nothing. Only thing is when we're live, you're not going to see where we're at.
Right. No, I understand that because it's not fair to our members.
Right.
That are paying a little bit of money to learn all the cool stuff. That's why we give it to you, little bits and pieces. Justin always hides the GPS when he's out there fishing. We don't want you to see where he's at because it's not fair to the people that want to pay to know where it's at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when we're out, like last Thursday, you got to see other boats trying to put on top of us. You got to see the whole thing of what happens while we're out there lobster hooping. From sea lions, there's a sea lion on us as well. What we do there, what we do if someone puts a lobster net in front of us where we can't get to our own nets, you get to see the whole thing live. There's no hidden agendas.
Yeah, I can't get that picture. Sorry.
Oh, it's all right.
I don't know why. It's just being lame like that. Gang, there's Justin's phone number 951-703-9442. Here's the deal. We got a bunch of people. Elliot just summed this up for me. We have a bunch of people that listen on the podcast. They all need to be able to be involved in this. We're going to leave this open till 6:00 tonight.
Okay.
Because all the podcast listeners aren't hearing this live. There's going to be people out there that are going to watch or listen to this, Justin. So we're going to leave this open till 6:00 tonight to grab those other two people.
Okay.
Those of you that watch it live, we understand you don't want to go out there with Justin. You're afraid of him. I understand. I mean, look at him.
I would be scared too.
So we're going to leave it open till 6:00 tonight so that the podcast, look at that. Look at that haul. Look at those giant lobsters.
That was last Thursday.
That was pretty spectacular watching those guys. I feel like I know those guys. I watched them for 3 hours.
I know.
It was insane. Grab the QR code too, gang. If you guys want to charter Justin's boat, if you want to go with a family, your whole family with no other people on the boat, if you just want to do that, take your family and go. Grab the QR code right there. Justin will be more than happy to take you. He does very, very few open party trips. It's all charters. I mean, this will be a very, very rare experience to get to go on the boat. But if you want to charter the boat, take your family and go, just the four of you. It's very reasonably priced. It's a very cool experience. He even runs trips over to Catalina to hoop net. How many did you catch last time?
226. That's all.
226 lobsters in a 5-hour period at Catalina. And he was back at home sleeping in his bed.
Yeah, we had limits for everyone on the boat on our fourth net. We pulled. Not complete set. On the fourth net, we were limited out.
And we're trying to get that to go live when he takes his charters over there. We're trying to figure out if we need to get Starlink on the boat or what we got to do. But we're going to start doing live trips. We're going to start doing these live things every time Justin has a charter, fishing bluefin, tuna, yellowtail, calico bass, whatever, because it's way better than watching kneel down sports, I think. I mean, as soon as they started kneeling down for the national anthem, I was done. And I was a huge sports fan my whole life. Diehard Angels fan, diehard Rams fan, diehard Chargers fan. And as soon as they kneeled down during the national anthem, I was done. I can't watch anymore. You only got one opportunity. I cannot watch sports anymore. I don't watch any sports at all. I've been taking war heroes out fishing for 6 years, fully involved in that. You kneel down during the national anthem, I have no need for you anymore. People go, what do you call it? Kneel down sports. Because that's what it is, gang. You had one chance with me. As soon as you did it that way, I'm done. I tuned out. I can't watch organized sports anymore in any way, shape, or form because of that. Because I don't condemn all of them, but I condemn the whole system. I can't do it anymore. I go out with these men and women that have sacrificed every single thing. And if we don't understand how important that is to respect the flag of the United States of America, then I don't have need for you. But this is super cool to watch. Way better than kneel down sports, gang. You're watching
So cool.
Children and kids.
I think we're on to something here, Dave. Like we're talking about. This live lobster thing is just the beginning.
Oh, yeah. It's cool.
Just imagine. So I'm gonna try to go live every single time I go out on my boat, maybe on a customer's boat. It just depends on them. But on my boat, we're gonna go live every time. And then next year, it's gonna be even more spectacular because I'll be doing local fishing, Catalina fishing, offshore fishing, and try to go live with the entire thing.
And yeah, gang, I'll buy the Starlink. We'll get it going. We'll get it on we'll get it on Justin's boat, and we won't have any downtime. Starlink is an incredible system. It is an incredible incredible system to allow them to go live from out at Catalina or offshore tuna fishing. So we'll get that going, gang, and we'll do way more of these live podcasts. I really do urge you, maybe just beg you to make time to go with Justin on Thursday night. He needs 2 people. There's not 2. We got 58 people watching this live right now. So, yeah, I'd love to do it on Pablo's boat also. I would love to do the live. I already talked to him about it. He went out fishing yesterday and the day before. I don't know why he didn't go live. I asked him to. I begged him to. All I can do is ask and beg, and then after that, it's up to him. But I offered it to him. But yeah, I can't. I'm sorry. One more thing about this kneel down sports. I cannot spend a penny buying any type of things. And I had jerseys. I had everything, gang. I was so stupidly into sports. And then that was it. They kneeled down and they opened their mouths. And those basketball players, baseball players, football players, they just done. Can't do it, gang. I'm sorry. I love America and I love our patriots and our veterans. And I can't watch kneel down sports. If you do, I'm not judging you. I don't know why you do it, but the last thing I'm going to do is judge you. I can only control what I do. Now my new thing is watching Justin, and I wish Pablo would start doing it live because I'd watch every second of it because it means a lot to me, and it's really cool to watch people catch fish. And it's not like watching it on some fully edited, where you only get to see these guys catch a fish every once in a while. This is live. You get to see every part of it. You get to know if it's real. You get to know if they're really catching them, right?
Yeah. You get to see the good, the bad, and the great.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool deal. It's
Talk
a pretty
about kneel down sports. You know, when we're catching the bluefin tuna, we don't kneel down. There's no kneeling down for bluefin.
No, it's just sad that the whole world's gone into that woke crap. It's just sad. There's no wokeness in fishing, that's for damn sure.
Yep.
There ain't. And there's no reason to shut down any more of the fishing. I saw a post on one of our little 1-minute videos we post that someone was saying, you guys kill way too many fish on.
What?
Are you out of your mind? We don't kill hardly anything. We take our limits and that's it. And the limits have come down so far that it's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous to think that somebody with a fishing pole or a hoop net would have an actual effect on the population. Just like that young man that said he was a commercial fisherman that said he was going to do everything in his power to shut down hoop netting. You're out of here. You're a commercial fisherman, and you have nothing else to worry about except us recreational guys catching 7 legal lobsters in a night. That's your focus. Maybe if you focused on your commercial fishing, you'd be better at it, and you wouldn't have to worry about Justin catching lobsters in a hoop net. But if your whole goal is to shut down fishing, you should get out of here. You should move to some other country or go do something else. I just don't.
It means that they're not a member of your website.
It's crazy.
They don't know. They can't fish. It's just what it is.
I want to make another announcement. On Friday, we're going to have Jeff Wilson. Jeffrey is a phenomenal swordfish deep drop fisherman. This year, he has 70 deep drop swordfish. He's the guy that came out with RJ Boyle back when I was running the Wild and Sack. He brought all his experience, strength, and hope. He introduced that buoy fishery to Southern California. Now you got all these guys in Southern California are superstars of swordfish fishing, and they get 2 or 3 in a year, and they think they're the greatest. Jeff got 70 this year. He's going to be on our podcast. He ran the booby trap for years. Now he runs another yacht down in Texas. He's very, very, very efficient at what he does. He's had a couple of fish over 600 pounds, a couple of swordfish over 600. He's very, very good at it. We're going to have him for an hour on Friday's show. Jeffrey Wilson, you can look him up on Facebook or Instagram. He's very, very good at what he does, and he's going to come just in time because right now we're catching swordfish in Southern California. So we try to keep the podcast relevant to what's going on. Justin and I talk about lobsters a lot because we're both way into it and we love it. But there's other stuff to catch right now, right, Justin?
Yeah, there's a lot. You can catch a lot of stuff right now.
And you guys,
variety of things.
Yeah, and you want to check out our website, yoursaltwaterguide.com. If you're tired of sucking at fishing, if you want real answers from real people, no fluff, no garbage, guys that are out on the water every day, Pablo, Justin, Sonny, and all the members are constantly on the community posting what they're doing every single day. There's nothing like that out there. I'm a contributor to Fish Dope. I love Fish Dope. I love Jason and Ali, but they're not doing what we're doing. I use Fish Dope all the time to help put the game plans together because there's some great information over there with the terrafin charts and the maps and everything, and let me know where the fish are headed and what they're doing. But there's nothing like your saltwater guide out there. Total protection when you're posting in the community. Isn't that cool, Justin?
Yeah, it is really cool. And everybody works with each other. There's no other site like that.
So we got a bunch of people, Justin, driving around in their cars, and they don't know, they can't see where we posted your phone number. They can't see that. They can't see the whole thing. So give them your phone number so they can find you, those that are driving, so we can get this trip booked up.
So my phone number is 951-703-9442.
And say it again real slow because people are driving in their cars and they're trying to write this down.
951-703-9442.
And you can go hoop netting with Justin on Thursday night, gang. And then if we can get this thing booked up, then we'll probably do some more. If we can't get it booked up, then we know that none of you want lobsters for Thanksgiving, and that's okay also.
We have a pretty good chance of catching lobsters. There's no guarantee it's fishing, right? But I don't go out there to catch nothing.
No, it's got a great chance. You got a way better chance of catching them if you go than if you stay at home.
Yep, that is true.
So, gang, we blew through an hour. It always seems like these hours just go faster and faster every week when we do this podcast. Tomorrow, it was Tuesday, Promar Ahi USA Tuesday. We'll try to bring Justin back on here. We're going to talk about some of the lobster equipment they have. We're going to talk about Promar tomorrow a lot on the show. Don't forget, check out Opsin USA. Go to the Opsin website. Order up some of your Opsin fluorocarbon when you're leaving. Put in the code YSWG. You're going to save 20% on the fluorocarbon. Justin, thanks for your time. I know you're super busy right now, so thank you for doing this for us for an hour. And hopefully you got to send me a call or a text later telling me you're all booked up. Yeah, you got one spot left. Okay. Those of you that are sitting on the edge, this is going to happen Thursday night. I guarantee you we're going to get one more. This is going to happen.
Thank you. Thank you, Joe.
This is going to happen. It's going to be spectacular. If one more person doesn't show up, I'll buy the last ticket. We're doing this Thursday night. We're doing the live podcast, gang. It's going to be insane.
Hold on a minute. Done.
Oh my God, gang. If you didn't make it in, if you didn't get in there, sounds like he's booked up. Get on the wait list. And we're going to go live Thursday night. We're going to promote the shit. Uh-oh. All the kids get free stuff. Send me your email. I didn't finish it. I didn't put the T on the I didn't put the T on the end.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't count.
You were going to say the shirt.
Yeah. The stuff.
Yeah, you guys won't regret it. It'll be a lot of fun.
It's going to be awesome watching it, gang. Even if we can't, I'm going to be in Cabo watching it. I'm not going to miss a part. It's going to be incredible, gang. Thank you very much for listening. Thanks for always being a part of your saltwater guide. I appreciate it. Justin appreciates it. This is all Justin and I do. Justin totally quit his real job to just do this full time, gang. So let's not make him regret it.
I'm literally unpacking my old work truck. I was doing cornwall tools right now to send everything back. Yeah.
All right, buddy. Well, we're going to keep on keeping on and keep trying. I can't wait for Thursday night now. It's going to be insane, gang. Yeah. It's going to be insane. Thank you, everybody. Once again, I'll see you all tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Do yourself and your family a favor and turn off the news. They're all, both sides. It doesn't matter what side you're on. They're all lying. None of it's real. Nothing you're watching on TV is real. It's all fake news, period. And I don't care who you believe in or whatever it is. This is the only place on the planet you get reality, right here. Turn off the news, turn off Kneel Down Sports, tune in to the greatest podcast ever made, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye, Justin.
See ya.